All right. Welcome to the Nothing Burger podcast with my brother Dan. I'm Chris. We're going to get straight to it. Um, you seem to be pretty knowledgeable, well rounded in the music, whether it be rap, hip hop, rock, uh, R&B, whatever. You seem to be pretty
Yeah.
well rounded. So, my question to you is this is a pretty hot take as far as,
Yeah.
pretty controversial, but
Yeah.
you can say whatever band you want, actually, but the top five
Top five.
overrated bands, in your opinion.
Okay. But for
You can
okay,
start
so
with you can start with like number five and give a reason why and all that shit.
okay. Well, the kind of the way I went through this is I don't really like to I don't like really like to shit on too many bands, but it's more of like the names, the fan base, stuff like that type things. Like you know what I mean? Like we like
Hmm.
bands, but we don't shove them down people's throats. You know what I mean? We're not like
Yeah,
if you don't like Metallica, you can kiss my ass. we don't we don't do that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
number five for me, just because I see the band a lot, the name a lot. It's actually a really great name for a band, and I hate it because this band's really soft. It's a band called the Grateful Dead.
Grateful Dead.
They're yeah, they're you see the name, you see the logo. Logo's badass. It's a skull, the lightning bolts, and you're like, damn, that's a Grateful Dead. And you listen to it, it's like hippie, like we're walking around barefoot making clothes out of hemp. Like, you know, it's just like for me, it just doesn't mix, and it's just like
Yeah,
like I feel like it's just a really waste of a really good name for a band. I bet you there's 100 metal bands out there that wish they could have had that name.
so
Uh,
Grateful Dead, number five. All right.
Number five, yeah, number four, pretty Imagine Dragons. I hate that they get in the conversation of being a rock band. To me, they're not. They're more of a pop act, which is fine. But you know, when you sit there and try to claim you're a rock band, you're not. You know, and
Yeah.
I think they won best rock album a couple years ago, and Josh Homme from the Queens of Stone Age was like, "Fuck Imagine Dragons and fuck the Grammys." So, so it's pretty
So
much right.
did they do that song with Lil Wayne? The one where it's "I'm a sucker for pain."
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
one's got like I think over a billion streams, man. I think that was crazy. Yeah. So they're more just poppy, is what it is.
It's a pop band. It's a pop band. But if you're gonna put them in a rock category for me, then they're overrated. If you want to put them in a pop act, that's fine. I don't really.
Yeah.
That's fine with
There's
me.
you hear them more on 104 than you do like
Exactly.
94.5 The Buzz.
Yeah. Three, just because people, uh, Pearl Jam's on my list. I just
Yeah.
don't like. I don't like the style of singing that Eddie Vedder does. It's just if people are like, they'll sit there. Oh, you guys see him live in concert. I'm like, I'm listening to him on the CD. It doesn't sound.
Yeah.
I don't expect to go to a concert and this. Oh, it's gonna be way better. Like, I mean, if you like him, you like him. Just for me, like people just shove it down your throats, and it's just not good for me. Number two, usually I have them number one, but I put them down number two. The Beatles are number two for me. They used to be number one, but I feel like they've just been around for a long time. They're more of a pop act as well to me, I think, because everyone always says they're the biggest rock band of all time. I'm like, you have to go back 40, 50 years. That
Yeah.
type of rock music was considered pop. Like that was pop. It was a popular style of music, so it was technically pop back then. You know, there wasn't this Britney Spears stuff like that. So technically, it was they were pop, but they were rock, but it was a different genre
The
back then.
I took a music class and I learned a lot about he focused a lot on all the older style bands. He didn't get much to the new stuff, but they were promoted for a year to come to the
To
US.
America, yeah, yeah. To
Yeah, for a
the
year.
television
So
show, right?
correct. So the
Yeah.
buildup was just huge, and then they really were like a karaoke band because they were like singing other cover. They were covering other songs,
Hmm. Yeah.
and they said half the country was watching the Ed Sullivan show. Over half the country was watching Ed Sullivan. So after their style kind of ran out, and they got with I think it's Bob Dylan. Um,
Mm.
they became real close with them. They went to that psychedelic phase.
Hmm.
They were
Yeah.
their music to me. Honestly, the music was just trash. I don't.
Yeah.
There's nothing about the Beatles that I'm like, oh, play that song again, or
Yeah.
I'm on a road trip, let's put the Beatles in. It's just there's nothing about the Beatles about I just can't get people who are Beatles, they get into huge arguments. Are you crazy? How do you not like well, I
Yeah.
mean, to me, anybody who learns how to play the guitar half-assed and just can write some music down sounds like the Beatles to me. And I know it's a hot take. People will really get offended by it.
Yeah, they do. They
Not
get it.
money's wise, like all the money they made. Um, but I don't. There's nothing about the Beatles at all that I just that I like. So
I
yeah,
like
number
the
two for
names.
sure.
The name's cool.
Yeah.
They changed the spelling. I tell everybody that's the most creative thing to me. To me, at least, that's the most creative thing about the
Well,
Beatles.
I forgot exactly the history behind that, but there was they got it from who's that popular guitarist? It's the Texas Buddy Holly and the Crickets.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted,
Uh,
they wanted to be the Beatles because of Buddy Holly and the Crickets.
Crickets, and they changed the
Yeah,
spelling. So,
yeah. And they changed the spelling, and they wanted to shorten the name for the marquee. So
oh,
yeah,
okay, that makes
yeah.
sense.
But yeah, so number two, Beatles. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
usually be number one. But yeah, number one, I'm gonna go with Oasis. Nothing
Oasis.
about that. Nothing about that
And
band.
they love the Beatles too. So
They
it's
love the
like,
Beatles. Yeah, and it's just like you're a cheap imitation of a band that's not really that good. So for me, at least, they're not that good to begin with, and now you're imitating that band. And it just, I don't know. And they did a tour, or they just announced a tour recently. It like sold out, and it's just like, and a lot of times I always go by, I can at least find one song by bands. A lot of times, like I can at least listen to one song. There isn't absolutely not one song from
there's one song that's a hit though. Like they have, what's their most popular song?
Wonderwall.
Yeah, that one's not bad. Yeah.
I just, and then Champagne Supernova. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's
Like,
yeah.
I even put it on yesterday. Just like, let me run through this real quick, and it was like top 5 songs. It was just like boring as hell. It's just like, did someone die? Like, are we at a funeral right now? It's just, and I don't know. And they weren't even around that long. They were like 5 or 6 years. Wasn't, and they broke up. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true. They weren't. For me, I didn't put a list together yet. I've been kind of just real busy. I haven't really put much thought into it. I think Jets overrated, or at least
oh yeah,
they're better. They're not as good as they think they are. Let's put it that way. At least I don't even play an instrument, so who am I to say like they're not that great? But just to me, like sound wise, they just got a
people loved it too when that shit came
yeah.
out.
I just didn't see a lot of like. I think they had one hit, and I just the
It was like
Jets.
Cold
It's
Hard
up there.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, people liked them. I forgot about that one.
trying to think overrated. Obviously the Beatles. Uh, all these new bands. I'm trying to think. Um,
The Killers they just missed my top 5.
really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I mean, the first album was pretty good, but then it's just like for me, it's like you have that name. Like again, you badass name, and that's the music you're making. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah, that's true.
Hulk Hogan style. It's not gonna work for me, brother.
To me, Blue October, like they're not that big, but like I did the research. They did over seven. How many? What did I say? 70 concerts, or was it like
Yeah,
how many concerts they've done? Like
75, I think you said
in Houston alone.
in Houston.
Yeah, in Houston alone. So, and I'm like, who are these same people like, going to watch them? I don't understand. And
And I saw a comment. I told you. It was like I've been trying to see them for years. It's like, what are you waiting for?
yeah,
They play 5 times a year.
they come twice a year to same dates. Every year.
That's like the Tonys. Tonys made a tradition. They come like in December now every year to Houston. So it's like you have no excuse not to see them. They're always here.
Yeah, so that Jet, the Beatles, Imagine Dragons is up there, but I think that's a
Yeah.
given. I think everybody knows they're kind of just overrated. Let me ask you this real quick. I know that I didn't ask you prior to. What do you think is an underrated band? Who doesn't get enough You don't have
Hmm.
to do a top five, but just maybe one band. And I'll tell you one for me is Motorhead. I don't think
Motorhead.
Motorhead.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah. Um. Well, for me, just personally, because I mean, you know how much big a fan I was for. I mean, I still am with Deftones. Like,
Oh
I
yeah.
remember, like, man, I want to say like 2008, 2019. I just go through the Spotify like listeners. I just go through them every once in a while, see how many. And I was like, man, they're barely cracking a million. And it was just kind of like, man, I was like, I feel like they're just so like I don't know what happens. Like they're so underrated. I feel like they just have because it's just they have a very wide catalog. And I know I'm biased because they're my favorite band. But then COVID happened and everybody was on TikTok and they're at number. I think they're at 12 or 13 million now a month. And I was like, maybe it's just more
Man.
people got on Spotify. And I went back to look at other bands, and other bands still stayed like at their numbers. And I think last year they were top 10 as far as like metal hard rock artists on
Damn.
Spotify. They're up there with Metallica. Linkin Park's always going to be number one just because they're just huge popular bands. So yeah, it was crazy for
Yeah.
me. I was just like, damn. So that for me, that was Deftones was on my top of my list for a while. But who else? Man, maybe like Breaking Benjamin. I think Breaking Benjamin's really good.
Yeah.
They're a consistently good band. Like they're just make consistent hits. So I think
Yeah.
probably there might be the probably my top overrated underrated band.
Underrated band.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. I guess I didn't think about it. Just to switch gears here. What is the most popular movie that you've never seen?
Yeah, I told you last night. Yeah, it was a weird time for me. I was in fifth grade, I think, sixth grade, going into so. It's just one of those things, I just never saw it. So Nightmare Before Christmas, like I just never seen it.
Dang.
And it's just one of those things. Like it got to a point where like I never saw it, and then like a lot of
The
people
hype
liked
and
it, and I just didn't
yeah.
want to go back. Like I was already older, and I didn't want to go back and watch this. And then like I'm just not really big fan of Tim Burton. Like I like it, but it's just like
You
you
think
know
he
what
goes
you're
out of
gonna.
his way? Out of the way
Yeah,
to be
you just know
weird?
what you're gonna get. You're gonna get this. It's what they call it, vibrant colors, and then everything looks kind of fake but real, and then the music's always like boom, 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 boom. Like you just know what you're gonna get. It's just like like Dale was watching Edward Scissorhands the other day. I was like, here we go, boom, boom. They're in a factory and like steam's coming out, and it's just like yeah, it's just every movie's like that. So yeah, just never went back and saw it. Always get shit for it, and it just
That's crazy. Yeah, I didn't know that.
and then you know how our mom was. She was
Yeah,
a
satanic or something.
a
Yeah.
nightmare before Christmas.
Yeah, satanic and you're going to hell.
Oh no, son. Oh no.
For me, it's obviously, and I've there's a lot of people in my shoes, but Star Wars, I just never seen Star
Mhm.
Wars.
Yeah,
When like when I was in sixth, seventh, eighth grade, all my friends were running around with like what do you call it? The
lightsabers and shit.
yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, what's going on?
Like, okay.
Okay, it's like McDonald's is giving away Happy Meals. I'm like, what's all the deal? I just never, and then I try to sit and watch it for a couple minutes, and I'm just like, I'd rather watch
Yeah.
Spaceballs, and and Spaceballs is one of my favorite movies, and I'd probably be even funnier if I knew the references to Star Wars.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, it probably would be a lot funnier.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
The kind of I guess it's a nerdy thing.
I feel like at the time it was like one of the first ones to really do it at the time. I don't think there was any other like real space movies that came out
Yeah.
before that. And I always feel
Is
like
it?
the plot twist of Darth Vader being the dad. I think that was probably the biggest like what he was the dad all along. You know what I mean? Like I mean I don't know what movie it was.
I'm in
It
school
was
like,
just like
dang, I didn't know. That's crazy.
so I always
What?
felt
Everybody's
like
like, yeah.
why do I need to watch it? I already know he's the dad. Like I'm not gonna get that same feeling that everybody else got in the 70s when they watched it. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
always felt like
So
that was the big thing.
the characters are like Obi-Wan Kenobi or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And who's the one who has a crazy voice? that everybody talks about?
Chewbacca.
Yeah, Chewbacca.
And
I
then it
just
was like they were
Luke
brother and
Skywalker.
sister. They were brother and sister, and like they had like a love interest. Like I was just like, what are we? What? How was this the best movie?
Yeah, that's.
I was just like, I don't know. It was weird. I didn't. I think I saw
Of course,
one
I'm
of
trying to
them.
I'm trying to fit in. Like, oh yeah, I saw it. That's crazy, man. What was your favorite part? All of it, man. I don't know. No interest at all. None to watch it. None. Just BS and like, and I'm running around with lightsabers like I'm just no clue what was going on at all. I'm over here making the noises like, like I don't know.
You're like making the wrong noise. Vroom. Vroom. Like, I don't think he's seen it.
I'm sure they all have said, I don't think he's seen it, man. I don't know.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
Funny
yeah.
shit. But...
I think one. It was one of the newer, like one of the first ones of the new ones. It was all right. I can't remember.
You know what?
Jar Jar Binks
I don't know
or
if you've
some
ever
shit like
seen
that.
this movie. Person at work was giving me shit about it. Porky's.
Ah.
And you know what? The plot, they told me the plot, it sounds good, right? It actually sounds like something I would watch.
Mm-hmm.
But the name of the movie just doesn't sound like something I would watch.
I think I've seen bits and pieces of it. They say it's like American Pie for the 80s from what people told me.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's good.
Yeah, they told me like kind of how it goes, and you know, it's like American Pie or like what's that other movie? The one with Jonah Hill. Superbad. Yeah, it's like that kind of vibe to it.
Yeah. I know it's like it has the iconic scene where they drill a hole through the
right. That's what they were telling me about that one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where that. So all the references come from that. I want to say I have seen it, but it's probably been a long. I think I saw it on TV, so I don't think I've seen the like. I think it was like edited and stuff.
Yeah, it's probably not as good.
Yeah. Well, maybe we should put on the list.
Well, with no VCRs really existing and DVDs, it's hard to go and what do you got to do? Just download the movie?
Stream it, yeah. That's what I'm gonna rent it somewhere. Netflix.
Cool.
Oh man.
I think that's it for this episode, or however I'm going to edit it. And let's see.
Like this was the Nothing Burger podcast.
Yeah. So yeah.
We got Nothing Burger podcast. Hold the pick holders.
Yeah. I'll take nothing. I want a cheeseburger with nothing on it.
Double daddy with cheese. Trying to order. Hey, geez, calm down. It's just a burger, bro.
That hurts, man. She's all like, she's all saying the order, and he's all like mad, like, like, dude, I'm like, she's like, I'm trying to do my job. You're like, I'm just trying to get my food.
Just trying to order a burger here. I'm just trying to get him his burger. We're all trying to get somewhere right now. Why are you getting so mad?
All right, man. You take it easy.
All right, man.
Signing off. Nothing Burger Podcast.
Laters.
Bye. All right, we're done here, bud.